So cool.
What's up, world?
Yeah.
You are now tuned in. Gone Rabbit Podcast.
Poke that nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over big homie head, throw him in the trunk. Poke that nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over little homie head, throw him in the trunk. 30 wild dumb niggas, warp zones on jigger, rolling ops in the raw thug, this ain't what you want.
As promised.
5, 3, 5, 8.
As promised.
5, 3, 5,
This is the takeover, the Dow House takeover.
Put a bag over big homie head, throw him in the trunk.
Nafeesha Hope.
Nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over little homie
I don't even have all the accolades. She's my life coach though. That's how we rollin'. OG Money B life coach. When I need energy, she give that to me. I got my cousin in the house, my other cousin, H-Key. But listen to me breathe though, I'm talking too much, huh?
The bag, go home, count the cash, wipe blood off my sneak. How many niggas I took those from? Running the poker house photos. If I ran in your trap and you was working the scraps, don't think I forgot pussy your own.
You are now.
Poke that nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over big homie head, throw him in the trunk. Poke that nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over little homie head, throw him in the trunk. 30 wild dumb niggas, warp zones on jigger, rolling ops in the raw thug, this ain't what you want. 2, 8, 5, 3, 5.
Present out, Peter.
Poke that nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over big homie head, throw him in the trunk.
Episode 9.
Nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a
The
bag
takeover, the Dow House
throw him in the
takeover.
trunk. 30 wild dumb niggas, warp
H-Key
zones
is
on
in the
jigger,
building.
rolling
Apryl
ops
Harris is in the building.
2, 8, 5, 3, 5, 8, 2, 8,
Nafeesha Hope is in the building.
Poke that nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over big
And my
homie
wife
head,
is in the
throw him
building.
Poke that nigga, man,
Pudden,
poke that
what
nigga,
up?
put a bag over big homie head, throw him in the trunk. 30 wild dumb niggas, warp zones on jigger, on the dead villains, babe, bro. This ain't what you want, 2, 8,
Fuck with me, y'all. OG Money B shit. Fuck with me. What up? I still jump.
Lay up under Jeeps, come from underneath. Once I hear the beat, dump all your teeth. Take off with the bag, go home, count the cash, wipe blood off my sneak. How many niggas I took those from? Running the poker house photos. If I ran in your trap and you was working with scraps, don't think I forgot pussy your own drum.
Fuck out! Break yourself, nigga! Break
Poke
yourself!
that nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over big homie head, throw him in the trunk. Poke that nigga, man, poke that nigga, put a bag over little homie head, throw him in the trunk. 30 wild dumb niggas.
What up? What up? What y'all talking about? Y'all want to call in 203-896-7422. If you want to ask any question to these beautiful young ladies up here, call that number. What up, man? Let's go.
OG Money B.
Gone Rabbit.
OG
Money B.
On the dead villains, babe, bro. This ain't what you want. 2, 8, 5, 3,
358 285. Fuck with me, man. What up?
OG Money V, lay up under Jeeps, come from underneath. Once I hear the beat, dump all your teeth. Take off with the bag, go home, count the cash, wipe blood off my sneak. How many niggas I took those from? Running the poker house.
For those that's in the comments, I can't see y'all. I got the screen a certain way right now, but I fuck with y'all. Salute, share that for me.
Neighborhood wanna be plug 40, tell him bring your 6 million. Now they got the front door. Once he leave the back, get to taking all the sniff.
Grab the stick and slide.
It's a different drive. Latina milk the sky.
Used about 50 times.
Playing stupid games, winning stupid pride.
Only know one thing.
Some won't be deprived. Niggas that I rob, shot, even kidnapped. See them every day and they ain't planning on doing shit back. Niggas on my line crying, begging for their bricks back. Taking over other line, got his partner talking get back. Well, the way to tell him I ain't into giving bricks back. Then leave my sister boy, you know I'm with the riff raff. Niggas that I rob, shot, even kidnapped. See him every day and they ain't planning on doing shit back. Poke that nigga, man, poke that nigga. Put a bag over big homie head.
Look at him, that Lopez sharing that shit. You a real nigga.
Put a bag over
All day, what up?
Throw him in the trunk. 30 wild dumb niggas warp
I still jump. I'm like the Vince Carter around the way. Vince Carter the hood. You think Vince can't get up still? What up? OG Money B shit. And the only reason why I'm flexing, my cuz, this was a request. It's only about 2 niggas got this record right here, and my guy Loser is one of them. This is exclusive right here. It was requested, I had to run it. It was a request. I don't flex.
You are now tuned in. Gone Rabbit Podcast.
All day. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, world. What's up? It's still on? That's the reverb. Oh, that's on that? Yeah, I was trying to figure out what's going on. Who that? Nikki Howard, what up? She shared it because she a real one. I need a bomb for Nikki Howard.
Hi, Nikki Howard.
She a real one from around the way, man. She
That's
showed
right.
support day one. M. Dot
All the
real one
time.
from way back. And it's a time we need that love right now. It's a lot of motherfuckers watching, don't share. We ain't tripping, though. I mean, you trying to see what OG Money V on. But the thing is, when OG Money V shows you his hand off gate, that's how transparent I am. Niggas know how I moved out there and I was shaking in the streets, how I was moving. My hand transparent. I'm going to show you what you're going to get. And exactly what I say you're going to get, that's what's going to happen. So, I told y'all I was gonna give y'all the Nafeesha Hope, the goddamn I'm going rabbit. I ain't even burn y'all, but I got some shit called purple poison. The nigga pulled up on me and gave me the purple. Let me drop a bomb for this nigga. Purple poison. I ain't even burned that yet. I'm getting on that later. But check this out, right? We need a round of applause for Apryl Harris. She's in the building. Salute to her. If you fuck with her, share this shit. She gonna drop some juice on y'all. This is the Doll House takeover. We're gonna shout out motherfucking Nafeesha Hope. Let's do this. Give her a round of applause. She could have been anywhere. You might have seen her on ESPN. You might have seen her on tour. You might have seen her on her own show on YouTube, the Doll House joint. She's a celebrity makeup artist. To keep it short, but it's a plethora of things she does, man. We gonna jump into this. I see we got a few people watching. I appreciate each and every one of y'all watching me. And I know y'all tired like, shut the fuck up, nigga. Let's let hear the young ladies. I know we gonna get to it. Y'all lucky I ain't been burning. But what's good, world? How we doing? What's up? Talk to me.
Well. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Baby.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine?
Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
I'll be your neighbor. I would love to be your neighbor.
I'm so happy to see you. We have the same third eye, not blind. We have it right here.
Yeah.
Yup, right in the middle of our
Facts.
eyebrows.
Facts.
I guess that's a Carson trait.
We have some commonality. That's right. That's right. There's something about knowing you're a part of something bigger than what you are. So we're here today just to support our baby cousin, basically.
Try.
You know what I mean?
Baby cousin, little brother.
You know it, and husband or boyfriend. My girl's in the building. Give her a round of applause. She don't want to talk. She camera shy. She don't want to talk. She gonna talk to you when she wants you to buy them jars, though. Tell y'all that.
Cool. She's nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this how we jumping. What up? We gonna talk about a few things, and I'm a shout out. You know my guy off the top. My guy Milton Brooks. Round of applause, Milton Brooks. He's KenzieCare.com. He has all types of products, body butter, black soap, oils, and more. Go check out the website, KenzieCare. That's what it K, y'all. He got products. I get all, not all. I ain't even gonna get on that. I get a lot of things from him. And currently right now I got some sour sop. Y'all see this right here? See, a lot of people probably seen this on the table and thought this was little bottles of lean or something. Now I ain't on that way. It's a beautiful packaging because you see that? You see this is real nice right here.
It's so shiny.
What is it?
It's sour sop. Don't give me the lion. Yeah, it's ailments or whatever. And I mirror it with it needs the pill form too, y'all. It's the pill form. I take a lot of shit pill because I don't even eat collard greens, y'all. Believe it or not, and I'm blacker than the motherfucker. I don't eat cabbage, but that's a whole nother story. But the pill form, I take sea moss too, so I don't want to give everybody my recipe.
I see a lot of people taking the sea moss now.
Yeah, because the sea moss and a lot of, I ain't gonna say woo, but I mean it helps in so many levels and also in the bedroom. So the first person I bought it from is a girl out of North Carolina. I want to shout her out. I can't remember her name, but I get some stuff from her. I mean, she's from South Carolina, who introduced me to the whole wave. She introduced it to me. I knew about it, but I first purchased her when I got in the wave.
I like it.
And then I found out my guy got this. So I'm like, why not support? I trusted him in the streets with my life, so I trust him in the with these products. And I need the pill form so that I can't take all the drinks and all that. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
But salute to my guy Milton Brooks, KenzieCare. Go get y'all stuff. This beautiful
Milton
packaging.
Brooks. Big up.
I can dig it.
It's what is it? I think it's I don't want to mess it up. I think it's 30 pills for $25 or 60 pills. I forget. It's something. Y'all go check them out. Check out the website. All that. I'm gonna get into this episode, but the sea moss, it does help you in the bedroom. Doug told me take 2. The girl told me take 1, but then I started messing with it. He told me take 2. So my girl told me take 3. So it works. That's what I'm trying to get across, y'all. Salute. We gonna jump. How y'all doing today?
All is well. That's dope.
How everybody doing today?
I love it. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
That's some Dr. Sebi.
Yes, that's one. Yep, yeah.
He was the one that introduced a lot of stuff to today's mainstream media and how you can just take better care of yourself in a natural way. So there is many different types of products that we have all started off with, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years ago, and we wind up manifesting it into the pill form that we know and love and revere today as a really quick alternative, or just like a convenient way of bettering our inside digestion or what have you. And Dr. Sebi, he was on top of something that a lot of the celebrities were already introduced to, and Nick Cannon, if I'm not mistaken, he's in the media, in the limelight right now, but not in the best way, if you will. Like, it's a controversial way because of what he has said, out in the open. And we have those type of conversations behind closed doors. Right. But he said it in such a I don't know what you want to call it, in such a provocative way, or such a comfortable way that rub people the wrong way. Yeah. And
I haven't heard or seen it yet, but it was I've been hearing a lot about it.
That's on everybody's timeline.
Yeah, I didn't take the time out to watch it or see it.
They said it was some kind of racial slur.
He quoted something from Louis Farrakhan. Something that's what I was told.
I usually stay up
so I didn't check it out or see it myself, but that's what I was told, that he's something that Louis Farrakhan quoted.
Yeah. I think you're right. Like, it walked hand in hand with what he was trying to convey through the media, and then what he learned of through Minister Louis Farrakhan, and what they actually want to portray through their religion. So it's a religion that they're going by, and those people were saying that Dr. Sebi cured many different things within, within that type of structure. Yeah. And Dr. Sebi, I think it's spelled Sebi.
Yes,
Sebi or Sibi. I don't know what the
I think depending where you at, you say it a different way, but we all know.
Yeah, tomato, potato type. Fact. Maybe. It's an interesting thing, because when it comes to like learning the origin of words itself, like it changes according to where you're at, the Kemetu versus like the Greeks and Romans.
We have that history all the time. I'm from North Carolina, and he's from here, and we say stuff different. And I be mad, like, this is how I say it.
Wow.
We're from Connecticut, so we speak proper.
Right. Well, regardless how
even if it's illiterate, we still speak proper.
My point is, I'm from down south, so my A may not be like here.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Therefore, it's different, but it's the same thing.
Yeah,
that's my point.
It's
not like that.
Like we would say 4, and you would say 4.
I wouldn't say 4, but some people would. I definitely wouldn't say 4, but you're right. Well, some people down south would, but I wouldn't.
No, that's right. But I have family from like the South Carolina. That's Gullah-Geechee, and they say things like "fuck."
Yeah,
like it's broken up English
backwards.
Along with a lot of
backwards. Like a lot of different things, broken English, their own language.
And I see that a lot, especially from the transition from there to here, and seeing the comparison. It definitely, the vowels makes a big difference how from one state to another pronounce their words.
Yeah,
those vowels.
We from Connecticut, we pronounce you hear the words, the letters in the words when we speak.
Yeah.
Compared to people in New York,
right.
They'd be like mother, father. Like, where did the V come in at?
That's right.
Like, but it's still the same. My mother.
I don't know how that is created. Like, how do you transition into being able to be so different, but it is.
Yeah,
accents is real weird.
Accents.
It's real weird.
The accents and the
A lot of it comes from migration. They say hard. I don't want to get into that dispute, but they say that it bothers me all the time. I want to know, like, how do you live 15 miles from me or 20 miles from me, and you talk like you live 3 states away? It bothers me, and I want to know. Ain't nobody got no answers. So
well,
each town. I mean, it's like in the town. Like I don't know. I don't know.
I have a good explanation. When there were people. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to figure out how to wear this this mask. I'm all over the place. Look, I'm trying to fix myself. I woke up like this, but still. but I remember learning that the ancient Egyptians, what we call today ancient Egyptians, are actually called Kemetu. And they live in a place called Kemet.
Shout out my guy Sunjata, who put me on to a lot of that.
Shoot.
And Kemet,
Yeah,
talk about
Kush, and it goes way back, way before we can even fathom how much history and civilization was actually created before we know and love the story of Egypt. So the grandparent of civilization was actually in part of Uganda or something like that. And then since she was the grandparent of creating a nation, those people wind up walking upward, northward, which we consider south on our
compass.
Our compass and our maps and stuff like that. That's right. And it's something about knowing that the people that started communication, or just maybe they didn't start it. I don't want to say that, because there were so many different things that happened prior to the Kemetu starting a way of communicating. But to make a long story short, there was a group of people that wanted to record history. And they put it in the tombs inside of the emirs. That's what we call emirs. That's the original name for tomb or pyramid. It's called emir. And the divine words were called Metaneter or Metaneter. And even within that, you can find out that there was a lot of magical things that happen within the things that we call words today. So even today, some of the interesting things that come with the words are actually a derivative of what was the beginning of words.
Let's go.
Communication.
Let's go. That's from the great Nafeesha Hope. Let's go. Let's see. They you dropping so much jewelry right there. It's like, yo, the people they might have just tuned in. They might not even know you. They might have missed the intro. Give them a little backstory on who you are, and because they looking at you. She's a married woman, lady, man. So relax. That's number one. But they can't believe the brains match the beauty. So, but tell them it goes further than that. Give them a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. There's nothing extra special about me. Just like a lot of people that we know and love today.
They seen you on TV. They seen you on TV.
Whatever. He's being super cool, super nice.
They see her in the cut sometimes. I see it. I see it.
I've always been part of an entourage.
Very
so
humble.
I've always been part of someone that is in the forefront. And then I'm the behind the scenes person that see what goes on, to make things happen, so that you can all understand that, that there is a lot, to project.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to take anything away from Beyonce, but Beyonce have a team of people behind her.
Yeah.
But she is the entity. She is the manifestation of what you see before you, and in her own way, in her own light. So I would never, use her as an example and take anything away from her. But there's people that's working with her that make that happen. That says, girl, that wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have worn that, or you could have thought about it this way, or because they have the best interests of her. Normally, that's how it works.
It's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, that's how, and that's how stardom actually reveal itself. It keeps on going higher because you surround yourself with the people that want to do
a similar vision, that want to have their visions come to fruition in a certain way.
Yeah.
So that's why I just chose Beyonce. But there's many other people.
Yeah,
Whether you're in the forefront in media.
I mean, I don't want to knock her or anything.
Yeah.
I understand you, but
Because you could still be the manager inside of a convalescent home or something like that. That's still doing some wonderful things, just as similar to Beyonce. But you're just not getting all of the recognition that the world kind of starts looking at, or like you have a microcosm of people versus a macrocosm of people. So I think it's just something to be said when you have a vision to keep on following through, keep on doing what you need to do, because there's other people that want to align with you in your vision.
Yeah.
So I started off simple. That's all that I'm trying to say. That's my humble way of saying I'm starting off simple.
Yeah. And we salute you for that, man.
And very humble.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And another thing is she works tremendously hard at whatever she do. It's always effort. It's always top notch. It's always 100%. She give you 110 every time. She ain't coming on no set half-ass and bullshit, unprepared, nothing. She's giving you that extra mile. And I'm not saying this because I know her personally as family. She since I've been creating anything, she always been there. You need a hand for this. You need me get this there. You need me, and whether it worked or not, she always was there. And that's I love you.
We contact Tony Yayo and 50 Cent.
All
in the
that
90s.
back in the G.
In the 90s.
Back then, yeah.
Johnny Blaze. He was like, let's try to get this happen.
And she was there for me.
Yeah, because it's always about opportunity.
Yeah.
We all want a chance to do something. We all want to say that we're more than just what you see before us. And then it's not that we're proving ourselves to you or anybody else. It's just saying that, like, you got it. You're all wrong. Like, you think you know me, but you don't really know me. I have more talents. And that's where you came in on that, where I was just like, yeah, I know my baby cousin could, do this, that, and the other. Yeah. And I was like, I'm supportive just because I could see what he want to do, and I want to be part of what he's wanting to do. And I want to align myself with that. So, yeah.
And I appreciate you celebrated for that.
No doubt.
And
I am you, you are me, and those after us are we.
And speaking of the celebrities that we have, we talked a little bit about Nick Cannon in the news. We also have Kanye West in the news as well. I'm not too familiar with since I've been starting my podcast. I've been just doing grinding, and I got other ventures going on, so I haven't been able to be up on the latest. I usually be on everything. Nothing on YouTube get past me usually, but I've been stumped this last 2 months. So, but y'all could, I heard, and this ain't this. I've been hearing talks of him running. I didn't know that it was really real. I heard it, and it was supposed to be. Because the reason why I took it as a joke, because they were saying Jay-Z was gonna run as well, and it was gonna be
Jay-Z, but now they saying the father, Kim Kardashian, not the father, Bruce was running. Yeah, he's gonna be running.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I heard today on the radio. They were talking about that on the radio today, and it was Kanye said he's gonna be the next face on Mount Rushmore.
You are now tuned in. Going Rabbit Podcast.
That's too much. So get ready to be like President Kanye West, and First Lady.
Imagine that, and people like, Trump did it. Why he can't?
That's right. That's what he said. He paid that money to get in this term too. He said, "I'm running now," because remember he was running, then he pulled out. But he paid that money. He throwing parties, all kinds of stuff. They're talking about it on the radio today.
For me,
interesting.
I was like, whoa.
For me, I don't even. It don't even matter who the president is. Truthfully, for me, I just don't. I look at it, watch, I see it, but at the end of the day, and they may be making laws and passing stuff that does affect me somewhere along. I maybe can't see it right now today, but since I learned the presidency, I didn't give it too much thought. I just go. I'm going rabbit. So whoever up there, it don't even matter. I'm still gonna do what I do, and that's how I've been. So I don't get into it. I mean,
I'm not a political person myself.
Yeah.
So
I feel like you just never know what life has in store for you. And Kanye West, he lives in a different space in his mind.
Yes, he does.
So there's a real thing, such as what doesn't exist wouldn't exist in your mind. So for instance, if somebody's racist, maybe they're subjected to it all day, every day. People are talking about it every day. But then there are people in this world, believe it or not, who are not racist. Believe it or not.
Right. I can believe it.
They just don't have room for it in their mind. They aren't thinking about it. It isn't part of their daily activities or anything to do with their equation. It doesn't exist. So when you don't make anything to exist in your mind, then how could you come up with like a consequence or something to work with it? It just doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's not connecting. It's not
connecting.
Yeah.
It's not there. So there's a such thing as people like Kanye West and other people that we know and love who really are on a different way of thinking.
Right.
And I'm not saying it's good or bad, but in his mind, he could do whatever he want to do. He could be whoever he want to be.
That's what he thinks.
He could believe because true.
He can.
It's true in his mind.
He can
that's
really
his
be.
Perception.
That's with anybody. Anybody could be.
This is it.
What they want to do,
Exactly.
who they want to be. It's
It's
life.
your perception.
It's just life.
Exactly. It's life. It's exactly where you want to go with anything in your life. Because everybody don't want riches. Everybody don't want money.
Yeah.
People want to climb the highest mountain peak.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal to them. And they don't want money for that. So that's why we're all so different. Yeah. And that's why we can do what we want to do within the 24 hours, or back then, tens of thousands of years ago, it's like 24 hours plus half a day. Right. There's something about knowing that you have the same opportunity as a person on the right and left of you.
That's right.
And then what do you do with that day? And how do you wake up the next morning knowing that you can do something differently from the day prior so that you can achieve what you need to do,
I think I would do
before you
something
pass
different.
or what have you.
When I wake up in the morning, I say, you know what? Today, I'm going to put my pants on with the left foot.
That's crazy to think about, because I thought of it one day. I almost fell.
And I really do.
I almost fell because I do it the same.
Because if you think about it, you always put your clothes on the same way all the time.
And I think like that all the time, though. Certain stuff I do, I'm not going to do that like that today. Maybe it'll change something. That's just how I be thinking.
That's awesome.
Like when I go to the store, when I try on my shoes, I always try on my right shoe. And sometimes I say, I'm going to try on my left shoe this time.
Going rabbit.
Right.
So it's just all the way how you think.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
I never looked at that. I just put on whatever shoe got the least. I don't gotta unstring the most. Whichever got the loosest one, that's what I go for.
I'm even like that with my bra. Like, am I gonna?
I don't know. I just always do it the same way.
Switch it around and undo it, or just slide it up. And I be switching up.
Yeah. And it makes sense to you.
I don't know why, but yeah.
But the presidency thing, I how I look at it is I don't know if he's gonna get it, but whoever's there to carry out an agenda, whether it's horrifying or uplifting, whatever. What is he gonna help us or hurt us? So I don't get into it. I know something's gonna come. So I just take it
I say good for him. I don't know him. We can only imagine what he is like behind closed door, according to what we see in the magazines and videos and stuff like that. But there's always much more than the surface level of any of the people that we know and love in the media.
I'm almost certain he'd cry if I pinch him too.
Yeah. You know what's interesting?
All right, people, turn
diagnosed with
bipolar or
something. So people use that terminology very loosely. They're like, man, you must be bipolar or you're crazy or whatever. And it makes people not want to look for treatment or they want to.
It's frowned upon.
Because if you bipolar, you need that medication to keep you leveled.
Yeah, it makes them feel
or
awkward.
something, unless you have a home remedy for it or something.
Yeah. So even now, people are thinking
meditate,
just having an episode. Meditation is great. The silence is good. That's the closer you'll get to whoever you know and love as your God or your netter or whatever. But it's something about Kanye West being very courageous.
He's weird to me.
Something that, you know, people are saying wouldn't be good, but he's like, you know what? I don't care what you have to say. This is in my mind. I'm gonna try it. It doesn't mean that it's good.
Of course, he
does.
It's
accurate.
Like yeah.
But I commend him for just saying, you know what? I don't have to go. Walk
see what he did with Katy Perry that time? He went on stage and took the thing from her. They should go to Beyonce. He do whatever he want to do. He do what he want to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Nobody don't have to say, "Hey, do this."
Yeah.
Or anything. He gonna do what he wanna do. Yeah. He gonna do what he wanna do.
He locked and loaded. He ready to go.
Yeah.
Like a kid on Prozac or something.
He do what he wanna do.
He's gone. I had them friends in the class with me that was on all types of that just got him going. The meds, whatever. Let's go. I ain't saying he on meds none, but you know.
But you know what I want to say about Kanye West? My opinion. I don't think he have not been right since his mother passed away.
Yeah, that's a big one.
So, you know what I'm saying? I think he just took it hard. He don't know how to deal with it. It's so many different ways people grieve different.
That's right. That's a good point.
It's so many different ways people grieve.
That's right.
That's true.
That's right.
That's definitely true.
And his mom, from what I understand, his mom just seemed like she was very, loving, caring, and just.
And he's an only child, right?
Yeah.
So you know he had that only child syndrome, where everything had to be his way. you know he had imaginary friends, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of friends and so clingy, like. You're my sister now, or something of that sort. You know, that only child syndrome.
There's some truth to it. Yeah. Absolutely. Like the mom will have to tell her son at one point or another, like, you could be anything you want to be. You could do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
But this is the reality of what at least she sees at the moment. And then that's where conditioning comes into play. So she'll let him know, like, hey, this is how I see the world, and I would like for you to at least, consider this as a way of maneuvering around the world. And I think all of his actions show that however he grew up, she was someone that may have been of fairness. Like she just wanted to
his best friend.
Yup. She wanted to hear him out. She wanted to be fair. She wanted to make sure that, he's not going to put himself into any jeopardy for any reason. And so I think when she did leave, when you said that, she passed or whatever, things changed. I think it's a real thing. Because I think
that's when things started changing and he started doing all these other different stuff.
Yeah, like, he confided in her. He looked at her like as a staple. Yeah.
Salute to Shanna Carson. She's watching. She's in attendance, y'all. Salute to Shanna.
Oh, Shannon. Hi, baby. Hi, pretty girl.
Shout out to Rhonda Bowden, a 55 Division original.
55 Division Street.
Rhonda, what's up?
I was there all the time.
You back from your trip? You just say you took a trip. You back? You want to call up and talk about your trip, Rhonda? 203-896-7422.
Nice.
Anybody? Oh yeah, we got a giveaway too, y'all. We got a Google Mini.
Look at that.
Look at that.
If you don't want it, I want it.
Call up. It's the Nest Mini. This is the latest edition, I'm assuming. They come out every other week, so I don't know.
That's a surprise.
I told you I got this from my bud guy. Call up. We looking for a caller. Whoever call up. I ain't gonna say it's the first caller, but
First caller.
They want that.
They want this Google Mini. Come on, get it.
That's cool.
First caller.
We going what they said, the first caller. So the first person call up, they getting this Google Mini. 203-896-7422.
I pity the fool.
And when you call in, you got to tell me what you smoking on and a Going Rabbit story. And if you don't know what a Going Rabbit story is, it's about the time that when you was drunk too much or burnt something and went crazy and Going Rabbit. We need to hear about it. A good one a Google Mini.
Oh my gosh, I have so many episodes.
203-896-7422. And if you're afraid to share your story, April will share one with her first for an icebreaker. Going Rabbit.
Put it on.
All right, people, turn up. Gone Rabbit Podcast. I'm sick of this bitch.
203-896-7422.
Yeah, call up. Ask the question, whatever you want to ask. It can sound like really random, but it will make sense to you. Do it. Call.
So, before we was on camera, April started talking about a celebrity lost her baby or something. What happened?
Oh yeah, I don't know the exact story, but it's been on the news and things of that sort about the lady that they found in the water and her baby on a boat or something of that sort.
I know what you're talking about. A woman
But
from
I think,
Glee.
I think they're trying to say that she committed suicide or something of that sort, or she was dating a celebrity or something of that sort.
Wow.
It was something. I'm not too sure what it was. I was kind of asleep, and it was like on Good Morning America one morning, and But me personally, I don't think that lady killed herself and left her baby on that boat.
No, and not willingly, but who knows? Like if anything, it's survival remorse. Like she had tried to save her son. That's what it sounded like, and then like thrusted him on top of the boat, but she couldn't save herself. It's from what I understand from some of the prior reports to today. So anything could have surfaced from now until like last week or
the story
exactly. The story is updating. But I remember it sounded like from the picture that was painted, she tried to save her son, and there were some really bad waters that she wasn't able to stay afloat or what have you.
Okay, so what the son fell over water or something? Fell overboard?
Well, that's the thing. I don't want to create.
I'm just saying for her to have to save her son. Did her son fall overboard?
It sounded like he stayed within the boat, and she left her life jacket there. So one can only assume that she had tried to save him first before trying to lift herself into the boat, and that in itself is really tough, especially when you have
the
currents.
Two of them out.
Yep, from what I understand, it was just the two of them. I don't know. I don't know, Nan. She could have definitely, had other people helping from what I know. But from the story that I read, it was only the two of them out, in the water, and she was trying to save them and couldn't save herself, from what I understand.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because it's really tough to lift yourself up from a boat.
I can understand that.
That's why.
She was a celebrity, right?
I mean, I can understand it, like the current could wipe her out or something of that sort, because that water could be very, very powerful.
Yeah.
And I understand
currents
that.
and tides is crucial for real.
But
that's right.
Real. It's real.
Yeah,
it is.
I don't know. From what I was seeing, I was saying to myself, if it was supposed to have been suicide, because I think that's what they were trying to say, it was suicide or something of that sort. If it was suicide, I think she probably would have tried to kill her and the child. And not just leave the child on the boat alone.
Who knows? It's a weird thing. That's the thing about life itself, mortality. You never know where anybody's state of mind is. We're all in this room, and then who knows what is in your mind where you may not want to be here anymore on this place we call Earth. So it's just so interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not implying that that's what she did. Or
I know that.
But who knows what happened that day. But at the end of the day, the child is the one that saw his mother leave. Seriously, not even be on the same boat and just drift off or fall under the water.
I know that.
And that's the toughest thing. Yeah. And I can tell that from you. From your concern with it. Yeah.
That's gonna bother that child forever.
Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. Oh, did you guys hear about Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I found that interesting. Not to be all gossipy sounding. Right? I found it interesting.
I find it interesting too.
Yeah.
I skimmed through it as little son. I didn't though, but y'all get talk.
They had an open relationship, but I think she started falling in love. I think, and before it got to that point, falling in love. Let me end this. Let me get my.
Yeah.
That could be.
Well.
Yeah.
That
could have been what it was.
Who knows? I'm a big fan of Jada Pinkett Smith. I remember she was in some movie with vampires. And I thought it was good. I don't know what it was called. But how interesting. A lot of pop culture topics that, would make a person feel uncomfortable talking out loud.
Yeah.
And then you have those conversations within your own home to see what your spouse is thinking or your child is thinking or, it's real interesting. I like the red table talk too.
Everybody got they put their crypto in it, which is 2 cents. They put their crypto on my timeline at least. Everybody yo, Will did this, Will should do this, Will. I try not to get too much into celebrity lives. I don't know them. I got enough stuff going on with me. I ain't for real. I swear to God.
Yeah, you got your own stuff to worry about.
So, but I do like the get into it, but I don't even got the time right now. Like,
I feel you because celebrities, I think they get paid for all of that to put that out there. Let's give these people what they want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like that.
Let's
storyline.
have our
it should be a storyline.
A relationship going on.
There's gonna be a lot of that because you can't see too much action with this COVID going on. A lot of venues are shut down. Yeah. So, and I'm not saying people are capping, but a lot of it, I think a good 80% of what you about to start seeing is cap and the drift off a little bit. When you was talking about the Meg Thee Stallion, she got shot or something.
I'm a
big fan of her. I missed that.
They say Tory Lane shot her.
No. Yeah,
I seen one that said that.
Yeah. They say that he shot her or whatever. Yeah. But then at the end of it, she was in a car with him.
But they took him to jail for the gun. I don't know.
She was in a car with him.
These are storylines. These are. I call it the new wave of marketing. Like so, if I go take an artist, tattoo his face, and
wait. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they were saying that she had got shot. But when she went to the emergency room, because she had glass in her foot.
Yeah, they throw a lot of stories around to throw you off and keep a lot.
Carson said that at the red table, they said that they were broken up. With Will and Jimmy.
They were broken up at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you mean? You didn't see when they were sitting at the table?
That was during the time when everything happened, they wasn't together.
Yeah, they wasn't together.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I seen part of it, but
thank you for that update, name. We gonna shout her out.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Drop a bomb.
But you can only speculate what's going on in a relationship,
right.
You know? So
you don't know,
Yeah, like they have their own agreement, their own like.
He said he kept on saying to her at the table. He was like, "At that time, I was done with you."
I know. I saw that.
I was done. It was like stressing it, like I was done with you.
Yeah, like let's get this right.
That sound like Big Hurt. He was Big Hurt. That sound like.
Yeah. Wouldn't you be Big Hurt also?
I'm saying not if you got that relationship that is open like that.
It could be open, but I don't care. Everybody has feelings. Everybody has feelings.
But something's gonna go bad if you open up that. It ain't just gonna be. It's not.
Yeah. Everybody has feelings.
That's I think.
You gotta get into your feelings.
No, seriously, you get into your feelings.
Your throat gotta be tingling. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he tried to make it like look like a certain way. Like I was done with you. And he probably was done with her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that was interesting. We always root for those people, you know.
203-896-7422. Let me make sure this phone lines is jumping. You know, I'm still working off the BlackBerry. The last guest I had, Janae and Ebony Chantel, they started working me because I'm, the going rabbit phone with the BlackBerry. I love BlackBerry. They gone already. Yeah. You like get off that. But could you call baby? Call it, baby. Make sure this phone on because I think somebody want this Google Mini.
That's right.
203-896-7422. And reason why I don't want it, why I'm not keeping it for myself, I got enough stuff tracking me and listening to me. So I need you.
Why would you not want that? Like seriously, when you go to like T-Mobile and they try to add all those type of like gimmicky things.
We got to call her.
No, that's not.
We got to call her. Somebody got a Google Mini. They must got a nice Gone Rabbit story. Let's see that is.
Seriously. Yeah.
It's OG Money V. You are now on the Gone Rabbit podcast. Talk to me. What you smoking on? What you drinking? And tell me that good Gone Rabbit story for this Google Mini. What's up? Who this?
You can't hear?
They talking?
I don't hear nobody.
I hear some.
I hear something too.
Anybody on the line? Call her. I'm gonna call them back. It's like they still on the line.
Try your phone on me. Turn your phone up.
My volume, right?
Yeah. Phantom of the podcast.
What's up?
The Gone Rabbit podcast.
Mm-hmm.
OG Money V.
Yeah.
That's my nephew Zay.
Yes.
He's a celebrity. He's a star.
Yeah. Zay said, I did say that.
Call in, call back. We have it. Here they go. Let's see. Answer. You tuned in. What's up? Caller. I know it's on the Wi-Fi. Make sure. Oh no, I'm not connected. Give me a second, caller. My bad.
Baby.
Fumbling.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's going
right. Now I am here.
We want to hear from you.
I think I'm right. I think I am right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah, that is clear. I had a second. I'm sorry. I can hear somebody now. Who is this? Caller on the line. What's up? I'm sorry. I'm going rabbit. What up?
There you go.
I can hear you. Who this? No, I can't hear you.
You can hear you now.
All good.
But I just heard you.
Yeah, I had to turn it down. It was so loud. It was a female.
Go up.
Call in one more time, female. But continue, y'all. We ain't gonna hold the show. If they get through, they get through. I'm sorry about it. I'm a lock. I got this number, so call back. I'm gonna try to call you.
Rhonda.
Oh, Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda.
My girl Rhonda. What's up?
Yeah.
Y'all can't hear me for real?
Yeah, we can. Now we hear you. What's up? Talk to us.
Oh my God.
Let me turn you down for the people. I can hear you, but come on. What's up? What talk to me. You want this Google? What you? You don't burn, so I know that. You drinking anything? Got some wine going? What's in the cup?
Hello?
What's in the cup?
Hi, pretty girl Rhonda.
Hi, y'all don't miss me. I love 55 Division Street. Like, you know.
You know
my
it.
family. Oh my God, how have y'all been?
Family for life.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's good. I'm good. So you said you want a Gone Rabbit story?
Yes, for this Google Mini.
Okay, so let's see. About 2 years ago, smoking with my dad, didn't know what the hell I was doing. Trying to be grown, kept saying I didn't feel nothing. Took about a good 6 to 8 totes, and then thought I was losing my goddamn mind, okay? So my heart started pounding, and my father was like, stop playing, baby girl. And I'm like, I ain't playing, daddy. I think we need to call 911, okay? So I sat on the couch for a while thinking that I'll be okay. And everybody that was talking to me sounded like they was 100 miles away from me, okay? And my father was like, oh, the hell no. I cannot explain this shit to Loretta. If something happens to this girl, Loretta gonna kill me. He throws cold water on my face, and I thought I was fucking drowning, okay? So, that's my story. And I have never put a blunt to my mouth again. I am all set.
Salute, Rhonda. You got your Google Mini. I dropped this off to you. I dropped this off to you. And not tonight. Tomorrow when I come out. We love you, Rhonda.
I would love that, Matt. I love you too. So see y'all later.
Peace.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
So funny.
That's a good one.
That's the thing, 55 Division shit. You know what they did? They knocked it down. They had I think they put like small apartments there or something.
There's nothing there now.
Put nothing there yet.
Oh no,
It's still empty.
Every
time I ride over there, I almost cry.
I could look at it from my window and see it.
I almost cry every time I ride down that hill.
Cause I live right on Sheffield, right behind it. I live right on Sheffield, and I can look up and look right there.
Notorious.
Am I bugging with the
55.
gate? Or am I thinking Science Park gate on the other side?
Oh yeah, that's Science. Yeah, Science Park on the other side. Yeah.
How interesting.
Shout out to everybody tuned in watching. I can't see exactly how everybody tuned in with my phone set up and coming through, but I appreciate y'all tuning in. This is the Hopes Takeover, the Doll House. She have a show too on YouTube. Y'all can check that. The Doll House. She get in depth deep interviews with celebrities. She stand alongside to. Go check it out. She got real dope content, y'all. IG, everything. Follow her every single where. But we got more to talk about. That was just one giveaway. We got some more. This thing right here, this jug is names in here for t-shirts. We give out t-shirts a lot.
Cool.
Reason why I haven't been going too crazy with the t-shirt is because my supplier is
slow.
Yeah, she's real not acting right now.
Good.
Oh, you see that? They have the whites on, the Gone Rabbit whites, the nice.
And we did not plan it.
They didn't plan it. This was
let
something.
You know, we did not plan it.
The shirts are $15, and they and if you don't want to pull up on me, if you can't pull up on me, if I'm rushing them on one of my other gigs, starting August 1st, you can get them at G Gates spot. G Gates has a t-shirt store on Dixwell Lab. And his clothing line is New Haven Apparel. Him and the good brother, I forget his name, but Build and Destroy. Shout out, salute to you. Let me get him a salute. And it's gonna be a lot of New Haven designers or people who make t-shirts or whatever. Product will be in there along with other people, but it's majority New Haven born. So if you want to get a Gone Rabbit tee, they will be in Gary Gates spot. I don't have the exact address right now. I might send you to a car wash if I try. But they're $15, and I should have a boatload of them coming in, if not tomorrow, Monday. But I know y'all tired of saying when I'm gonna have them, but I'm gonna have them. It's a slow process right now. But this jar, I'm gonna put some names in. If somebody write some names in the chat. If you tuning in, sit your name in. I'll put your name in here. We're gonna pull out a couple for some free teas. We gave a couple free teas out a couple shows ago. Made in. Shout out to my guy, Main Dude, Made in Fresh, the Connecticut Made
What's
in.
up, Main Dude?
Main Dude, what up? We dropped. We gave a couple of t-shirts out. I want to jack the name up. One of the females, Equasia. Shout out if you tuning in. She got one, and we gave another one to my guy Ches Bezchino. And I pulled up on Bezchino yesterday, or I seen him riding by. He's like, yo. He had a little domestic situation. This girl burnt his tea or did something. It got crazy, so he don't got it. He like, well, we wearing my shit right now if I had it. Yeah. So we got to get this guy another tea. Whoever want that Gone Rabbit tea, call in. But we gonna get into more topics. What's up? Comment that name, and I'll put you in the list to for raffle. We're gonna raffle off 2 teas, and I can almost guarantee I have it to you on Monday if my supplier is there right. Yeah. Talk to him. What's up? What else? Ready. What else we talking about?
That's so cool. Did y'all hear about Doja Cat?
I keep hearing that name. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who that exactly is.
She's a rapper or something. I know she was on Wildin' Out. Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out. Mm-hmm. And something happened where she did not want to proclaim that she was black and white or something.
Oh, she's
along
mixed.
That line. She's mixed.
So what she was going with? What side she picked?
It sounded like she was saying that some of the black people that she know had embarrassed her.
Oh,
and
shit.
She didn't want to be affiliated with them or something. Yeah,
that's crucial in the
I
child.
That was interesting in the headlines.
That's really crucial on the child when you
biracial.
Yes, that's for real. I'm all black. Nobody can do that. But I could imagine if you was a child and your certain side might not even accept you. So that right there could shake your whole where you at.
But you are your father's child.
I get that, and I believe that. But some people will argue that.
I don't care what race. If her daddy white, she white.
That's interesting.
You heard that first from Apryl Carson.
That's
Apryl Harris.
And nothing's wrong with that because people will agree with that statement. And, even within her own clique of people who, may have said, wow, you shouldn't have said that out loud or whatever. There's people that's still rooting for her to speak her own truth. And I suppose that was her truth at the time. But I thought that was an interesting headline.
I think it's interesting also, if she's biracial, I think she has the choice to pick which race she want to be.
Yeah.
That's interesting too.
I think she have a choice.
Yeah. How about if you're in a biracial couple? Mm-hmm. Or I got a white girl and all this Black Lives Matter going on. How them talks in that household go?
Yeah.
I don't know because you have a lot of folks who's really promoting and protesting the Black Lives Matter more so than black folks.
Mm-hmm. I wish that people were able to look at themselves more than just color.
Yeah.
Because we're more than color.
Definitely.
We're whatever is mobilizing you now, the outside proverbial bells and whistles and the things that make us want to be attracted to what is going on with what you portray us. At the end of the day, when you're apart from your flesh, from your body, we love the essence of you. We love what's mobilizing what we see in front of us. And I wish that people weren't so just so bent on just the color of us.
I think that has a lot to do with jealousy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, before you go in there, the whole act, because I'm gonna forget it. But a lot of people, they say Black Lives Matter is LGBT in disguise. How y'all feel about that? That's nonsense.
I think that's nonsense.
They said they disguise the hijacker movement to really get in and because they know everybody gonna. Yeah, that's right. I ain't saying it's valid. Don't want. I'm throwing out.
No. Black Lives Matter.
I ain't saying it don't, but what I'm saying, they're saying it's LGBT hijacked the movement and it's really them behind it because you gotta go get behind that.
About that, yeah.
So
like
everybody have a moment, like they have to stop the violence, like you know what I'm saying. It's all different types of things, like
movement itself. I'm not sure.
But maybe they're the ones who have more time to protest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying that might be what it is.
I've been to
if it is.
I've been to one Black Rally event, Black Matters event. I don't know whatever it was, but they came to the Bassett Street. They was at the park, and it was more Caucasians than blacks out there.
That's interesting too.
And when every time I see it, that's how it is. It's more Caucasian people than it is blacks.
Yeah, that's what
I mean.
Too.
Me personally, I think it's all for rating.
Yeah, got you.
And you know, it is about it's election time. It's a distraction. But Black lives do matter.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
I think there's been white people that's been part of the whole revolution and wanting to, proclaim themselves as peacemakers and people that don't see color, but when they say they don't see color, it's because they're not saying they don't see you. It's because in their own mind, they are trying to see you in a spiritual way. And because I'm someone who looks at people in a spiritual way, then I could only hope and imagine that people from different ethnic groups are also thinking how I'm thinking. That it's not always about color, and that sometimes it's the ego that's telling us that we're supposed to think a certain way, and then the way that we're thinking, someone's assuming how we are portraying ourselves is really just our story in our head.
I don't think it's just the story in our head. We color folks, which I don't even want to say color folks, but we as our culture, we have it in us to be very loving people, and we don't look at it like you're white, you're black. If we look at it like, oh, I love you, regardless if it was orange, green, purple, whatever, it don't really matter. Because at the end of the day, everyone was all created from our culture anyway.
I had an issue recently, like, okay, with all the riots and everything that's going on, the protesting and all of that, mentally and who I am, I support, but getting out there doing it, it wasn't me. So everyone has a different view because of their experience. Now, however, we were just in Buffalo and I had a personal experience with racist.
Before you go into that story, baby, tell you about the one in Manchester when you went that pizza place.
Yeah, just
not Buffalo, Manchester.
Here in Connecticut.
What the guy said?
He came towards me walking from the sitting area where you sit down and eat, and he was looking directly at me.
White guy, old white man,
tall with a mask on or whatever. So I felt the need to say hi because that's who I am.
And that's what we do.
And I said hi to him. He walked past me. There was a Puerto Rican dude that was standing there placing his order. And I just assumed that he spoke. You know, I assumed he spoke back.
Yeah, because they are. Right. Puerto Ricans have African blood. Yeah. Straight like that. Nothing more.
Yeah.
But I think that the white man
is derivative.
It just got dropped off in a different
place. That's right. That's why they're Caribbean.
I think the white guy spoke to the Puerto Rican guy, not me. But I just assumed he spoke to us. So he goes in the bathroom and he comes back out. He stood directly in front of me. Okay. I'm just sitting there. I don't know, protesting shirt, nothing. Okay. And he looks at me and say, all lives matters, not just black lives. I wasn't expecting that. Like, I'm looking and I'm speechless. Like, and the dude says to him, the Puerto Rican dude says, you're lucky I'm at work. You're lucky I'm on break. Because you wouldn't say that from where I'm from. Yeah. And I still don't know how to respond. Now, me personally, I said, if I was a little tipsy, I would have started a fire in there. It went outside and got my baby and then poured gasoline on the fire. But I didn't, by the grace of God, because it wouldn't matter.
Nope. I would have killed them with kindness.
I started
me personally. I would have killed him with kindness.
Well, I did.
You know what?
Because I didn't say nothing to him.
Because if he would have said, was kind. All lives matter, and I would have said, you're right, all lives do matter. But we're not talking about all lives. We're talking about black lives now.
But how I am, and I have to realize who I am,
about black lives.
that if I started talking, I would have continued, then I would have got loud, then I would have got madder, and then it would have been deal. And I ain't have time for that. Like, he's one out of 1 million people that would have done that.
But if you would have did that, he probably would have been in jail.
Yeah, but so I talked to the manager, I let them handle it. I know how to take a loss and move on to save myself, because that saved me, because I know where it could have went. Now in Buffalo, New York, we in there, and the man, he really picked with us, white dude. You got a Chinese in there, you got a black dude working, so we asked for gloves. I asked for gloves while he fixed my food, and he thought it was the worst thing in the world.
Wow, that's interesting.
He don't get out of character. Very rare, very rare. And I ain't even gonna say he out of character at that time, but he let him know this can be real ugly right now because of what you're doing. You know, I'm cutting it short with what happened, but at the end of the day, my point is, it made me look at, I ought to go out here and fucking protest. I ought to do this. I'm ready to tear up some shit. Like, I looked at it differently because I experienced this thing personally. At first, I didn't look at it. I'm like, let's let it go. We move on. Whatever. I just need to keep a peaceful mind. But when I dealt with that, it just made me feel way different. You know what I'm saying? Versus me just staying out of the way. I wasn't getting out there and protesting, but now I'll be like, fuck. You know, get out there. I'm going to do this.
That was the experience that you needed for your own
spiritual,
mental evolution.
Because I never experienced it. I never did.
You needed to have it then for whatever reason. We don't understand or why it's necessary for you. Right. But you have your own mission of some sort. So with you interacting with him, you were supposed to learn something about him through you. Even when we pick up on certain things about other people, it's because that's what we ultimately kind of want to see within that person. I don't know if that can make people feel uncomfortable, but when you are interacting with anybody, you're able to say to yourself, what is it that I need to change about myself? What is it that I like or dislike about this person? And why is it that I notice something like that first? Right. So when you start noticing how you're being judgmental about somebody first, or not implying you, I know, but that shows you how you need to start changing how you're thinking about other people.
Because the first thing I did when we
stop being so kind,
we actually got into the
kindness for weakness
back into the room. I said, baby, listen, we're out here on the road, and I see the enemy. We have to pray. Because the enemy is going to set stuff up in front of us. And right now what's going on right in our face, and we're, not that we're blind to it, but we're not partaker getting involved or whatever with it, it's going to still come at us. And we need to know how to protect ourselves. And that's through prayer. And that's through trying to do the right thing at the same time. I understand people have their own issues or whatever, and everybody believe whatever they believe. But I don't want no part of it. That's just me. I don't want no part of the drama. Yeah. I'm just, and sometimes you cannot hide from it. Sometimes you cannot.
You are what they call black, baby.
No, it don't matter. I said I don't want it.
Whether you want it or not,
I'm not saying that it's not going to come to me. I'm saying I don't want no part of it. Yeah, you don't. But want if it come to me, I want to be prayed up. I want to have a mind to handle it. Especially if we're out there traveling on the road. We don't know what's going to come at us. We don't know who's going to come at us. Even here where we live in Connecticut, I dealt with that in Middletown with the dude. Like, I won't expect it. I'm just sitting there waiting on my pizza. Why is this man? Yeah, he just, so how do I be prepared for that? My faith, my mind is prayer. That's how I be prepared. You know, everybody deal with things different, but that's just me. So, and it's scary. It's real scary.
But that's what works for you for a reason. That's your survival mechanism. That's what your ancestors had, like, instilled in you. Like, people prior to you, the DNA that you're sharing with them, they were the ones that were able to walk this earth, learn certain things, have different experiences, And then once you're, manifested, if you will, then you're able to take on some of the attributes or some of the things that they were going through and apply it into your life. So, like for instance, today I'm making this up, but you may be definitely afraid of spiders. You could be arachnophobic or something, and you may not understand why you're so afraid of spiders, but it really could be as simple as some of your ancestors not liking spiders. I'm doing a diluted form of it.
I'm terrified of mice.
April.
Dead or alive. But it does not matter.
It could be because of ancestry, and it can also be because of the experience that you had, of course, during your younger years.
Why am I so scared of?
Yeah,
hey man,
but it's all
the boy good to the
defensive
free
mechanisms.
Okay. Yeah, my Fernando assistant. You already know how I'm coming, man. Dropping new heat every fucking Friday. You know, we ready to go. That's why I figured it's only right that I'm with my boy Zinc Josh, one and only the man, the myth, the legend, and we get this shit lit every Friday on Going on Rabbit, and you know we coming with that fire. So you already know how we coming. Tune in. New song drops today called Head of Show every Friday. Let's get this shit popping. Turn me up. Let's go.
And that's from a few weeks ago. He have a new song. That's Gooch with the 3 C's, y'all. He's jumping. His new song is called Bark No Bite. Bark No Bite. I'm fucking it up. I'm going rabbit.
Yeah, Bark No
Bite. That shit is crazy.
I like that.
I'll try to play it on the outro.
Bark
I've been
No
having
Bite.
some issues with my computer. But go to that's Gooch with the 3 C's, y'all. Y'all know he been putting on for about 2 months now, consistently every Friday with some fresh hot heat, and there's not no water he putting out. It's really good content. I'm not saying that because I know him personally. Just go check it out. Gooch with the 3 C's. Guccc. That's 3 of them, and he's fire. Fuck with him. To go not to switch the topic number, but I wanted to go back to the Nick Cannon thing. He put an apology out. I know people probably watching it. He apologized.
They wanted him to apologize. They wanted him to do a public apology.
Oh, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah,
so
it reads out. Shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins. It's all for his page. I follow him. Whatever, get a lot of good game from him. The thing says his apology says Nick Cannon allegedly. First and foremost, I extend my deepest and most sincere apologies to my Jewish sisters and brothers for the hurtful and divisive words that came out of my mouth during my interview with Richard Griffin. Cannon wrote, they reinforced the worst stereotype of a proud, magnificent people, and I feel ashamed for the ununiformed and naive place that these words came from. The video of the interview has since been removed.
Wow. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because it was to the Jews.
Wow.
It was to the Jews.
Yeah, they ain't playing that.
It was a quote that Louis Farrakhan
they take
had
you
quoted,
all the way off TV.
And whatever it was that Louis Farrakhan was quoting at one time, it was to the Jews.
Mm-hmm. Wow, okay. I was really lost with that whole...
But then, a lot of people... I don't know.
What?
I was gonna say
like
that Nazi stuff and all of that stuff going on. Maybe he thought he was doing right back then because back in the biblical days, because the Jews the ones who was gave the okay to crucify Jesus.
Okay. Interesting. Who knows?
It's real lot going on. It's a lot going on. I know you ain't gonna be on no TV, no star, and having shows if you fucking with the Jews. I do know that much.
Yeah.
But if y'all hear me smacking or something, I'm fucking up these egg rolls. Ebony Chantel, famous egg rolls, y'all. I got the Mac going. Boom.
Nice. I heard good things about her. That's a good thing. Yeah.
She got the egg rolls going, y'all. I'm fucking these up.
Yummy. I don't know, Nick Cannon, I like him. I never met him, but I feel like he's a fair, balanced person. I only wish the best for him. Yeah. We all wind up learning new things throughout our life here. Mm-hmm. So you can never knock anybody who's just beginning to learn something new. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. Like, how dare you tell someone that because they didn't know something prior to some information now that they, shouldn't be taken serious or it's not worth anything. Like, let him rock out. That's the same thing with Kanye West.
Same thing with Kanye. With anybody.
West had a lot of information.
Let everybody rock out.
Different. Yeah.
OG money.
For real.
Yeah, let them do them.
So you don't know Nick Cannon. How who are some of the celebrity makeup you did do? How many? You want to get into that?
A lot of different people.
I know so many lists.
Have a list.
I can tell you. I remember the first one you did. What was his name? At the club. The little guy.
Bobby Valentino.
Bobby Valentino. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I worked with.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I remember I went to that show. I went to the show and everything.
I remember working with Ivana Erkson. I think that's her first name. She did the Avant video. Oh, I forget names. I forget names, but that's how far back I go.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
Catalog.
Ivana was like the very first person that I did makeup for like a music video. And then I met Marcus Stewart and Danny Kane and Diddy and Ashanti. There was many different names that I was able to work with because of the people that I had surrounded myself with. And I don't know. I know a lot of different people in sports now because of ESPN. But prior to ESPN, I did work in the music video industry. And I do know a handful of people that we all know and love. They're considered old school, but we love them. So
we celebrate our legends. Them are legends.
I'm about to say they legends.
I have a good portfolio.
Extensive.
Yep, extensive.
Bobby Valentino was hot then too.
Yeah, Bobby Valentino was hot. Right? And I think the girl that I was working with, she was from New Haven. Tateria, TT. And then her stage name was something Royal. No, it wasn't Royal. I could be mixing her up with a magazine girl. Tateria was. Oh man, you guys, I forget. That's how long ago. That's when I started off with somebody that was connected in the industry. And then she was the one that was able to get me some really cool gigs outside of that.
Well, you started out with Mac.
With Mac, yeah. I started with Mac. Yep, Mac Cosmetics.
Yeah, because I remember I used to come see you every Friday at Mac. Go get my eyelashes done and stuff.
Yeah, I was that girl in Milford. Yeah. So all my black and brown sisters will always come to me, and I was killing it in Mac Milford, and they saw the numbers within the corporation, and then they were like, "We need you in Stanford." And then that's when I went down to Stanford, you guys, and started making some money for them. And then was later let go because I was doing so much different freelance jobs outside of there. And then they were like, you gotta choose. You gotta choose. Do you want to keep on changing your schedule around and switching schedules with people and being late? Yeah.
Trying to stump your growth.
Yeah. Or if you late one more time, and I was late one more time, the girl was tracking me. She had actually what is it called a paper trail?
Yeah.
It's a paper trail, and I came in late, and literally, I'm not exaggerating, 2 minutes late, and she was just like, you know what? We don't need you anymore. Because there it gave me the ultimatum. They were like, either you change your schedule or whatever, And I was like, forget this. I'm gonna do this magazine cover. It was just like that. I was like, forget them. I'm making more money in New York doing this magazine cover. Yeah. And I'll just come in because I know my schedule. I'm gonna make this up. My schedule started at 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. So I was like, well, I'll just come in at 2:15. And I came in 2 minutes later, and she wasn't having it, and that changed everything. He's so silly.
But that was the blessing for her for you to go on and do that.
That's right.
To continue the greatness, because if you could have stayed there and say, I ain't messing with this magazine. I got to keep my job. That could cost you, man.
That's right. And I was one. Y'all remember Tasha Makia? Shout out to you.
She's a singer, right?
Yup. I remember I was doing her makeup for Hot 93.7, in the 90s or whatever. And she would come to the Mac counter, and I would do it for half the amount or whatever. But it's just real interesting who I was able to meet during my whole tenure with the makeup industry.
I used to listen to her in jail. Tasha McKee, she's big in jail. She's big. We got airplay. Shout out to Tasha McKee. If I'm mistaken, she's from Bridgeport, right?
Yeah, she is from Bridgeport.
I don't forget too much, man. And when you get a program in jail, you stick to it. It's your regiment, and she was jumping. She had good interviews, good music, and people was messing with it. Shout out to Tasha McKee. If you want to come on this show and talk your talk, Tasha McKee, you welcome. What's up?
That'd be cool. That'd be cute.
If you're listening,
that'd be nice.
Somebody tag Tasha McKee.
That's right. But yeah, you just never know where life is gonna bring you any of the people that you meet. And that's why you gotta treat people with kindness and treat them the way you want to be treated, because at the end of the day, you know, if they want to say some ill words about you, then you know that's kind of like a reputation type of thing. And you know, if you're just being yourself and you're being authentic, then it should not ever matter. But for those who want to taint your reputation, that's because they're not feeling so good about themselves, so they want to make themselves feel better. Yeah. And I've been happy and very grateful and just overall blessed, if you will, to be connected to all different types of people during my during this time in the entertainment industry.
That's a fact. And we want to salute anybody want to call in and ask some questions. We've been in here for an hour and 10 minutes. We have 20 more minutes of this show. So if you want to talk to the great Nafeesha Hope, my life coach, the most inspirational person that I know, my cousin Apryl Harris, who always have my back. She it was a last minute thing. She didn't know she was gonna be on the show today, or y'all would have seen her on the flyers. She's gonna get her episode too, y'all. So don't even worry, don't trip out. We doing this thing. This OG Money V, and my girl over there trying to act quiet down because she was just talking on the set. I don't know if she ordered something. 10 of them, whatever it was. I heard 10. She said 10 in 3 different languages to whoever she's getting it from. And I'm looking at her, yo, you on the set. But we gonna keep it pushing. What's up, y'all? Call in 203-896-7422. Comment your name if you want to put it in here. We're gonna give away 2 Going Rabbit shirts and a Going Rabbit drink, y'all. Which I want. For the drinks, the Going Rabbit drink, we got Pregnant in 40. That's Pregnant in 40. That's the
number 1 seller. That was the number 1 seller.
No, that's the second number. The first is the mango, the famous one, Midnight Mango. That's the number 1 drink. That's a Ciroc. That's $8 a jar. You know where I'm at. You want to pull up, you grab one. Pregnant in 40. Pregnant in 40. These are what they got right here, but they be a little more icier and chillier, and it never miss.
No,
you got Ciroc.
We got the Chick Woo Blue.
Chick Woo Blue, yeah.
Them is jumping. That's Ciroc too. The Hennessy. What do we name the Hennessy one?
I don't remember.
I forgot, but it's a lot going on. But we got comment your name. We got 2 shirts and a drink we giving out, man. Call up 203-896-7422. If you don't want text, call up. We'll take that in. But we got a few names.
They don't have a clue.
And these names are current subscribers as of a couple weeks ago. There's a few in here, but y'all know what's going on. We're gonna get into a couple more. Y'all want to talk about something? Call in. We're gonna be up for 20 more minutes because I know we on Black People time. The show was supposed to start at 7. We started at about 8:30. I'm just going rabbit, but y'all know y'all got her here. Hope is in the building. Apryl is in the building. My girl's in the building. Miss Pudden. Call up, y'all. Y'all want this is girl talk. They just letting me be in here.
Yeah. How do you feel about being Black in America? Do you feel like there's a lot of different things that's pinned against you? Let us know.
Yeah, talk about it.
Talk about it. We can relate.
I think it's a good time to be Black right now. It's bad to say with a lot going on, but I think it's been reparations talks. I don't know how we're gonna get it. I believe they're gonna give us it in the form of some bullshit that nobody agreed, but everybody's gonna take it. So now they're gonna say, "Well, we gave you this." Yeah. So I think that's what's gonna happen. The dollar amount number I'm hearing is $345,000 to each household. If you're Black, I don't know if this is accurate. This is what. That ain't gonna help. That ain't gonna help at all.
It's not gonna change anything. I mean, because you still have so many people that's still waiting for their 40 acres in their mule.
This is it. This is the 2020 part. Like,
try to say that.
This is it.
I think I'd rather have my 40 acres in my mule.
So you're gonna wait on it. So you're gonna wait in that line. The line that been ever since we went. How long we waiting for this? 40 years?
400 years.
400 years. Yeah. I'm going rabbit y'all. So they're gonna say, all right, well you gonna wait for that. We're gonna give everybody else this $345,000. You can wait.
They got quoted. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it.
I'm not gonna get it. But I just rather have the 40 acres in the middle.
Yeah. I would too, but they ain't gonna give up. They ain't giving up nothing.
I think it's interesting, you guys, because back then when we had our prisoners of war, you know, our ancestors that were forced to come here. Mm-hmm. At one point or another, there were some people that wanted to see a difference within the community. So they did things that would seem very I don't know what word I want to use right this second, but it wasn't normal for them to step out of what was told to them. So they were still able to invent certain things, or they were still able to walk off of the plantation, not walk off, but just let's just say create a freedom for themselves, because
they go as they please, and
they have comfortability with certain things.
Yeah. So they,
but a lot of them probably was still afraid to leave because they didn't know anything.
But there was more people afraid to leave than those who wanted to go ahead and venture out.
Yeah,
and that's why
the ones that ventured out were the ones who were the go-getters, entrepreneurs, things of that sort. And then you know how you have the ones that stagnated and just want to just sit back and be like, well, I don't know. I don't want no change. I'm fine the way things are like this. And there's so many people that still like that today that's afraid of change. Like, for instance, I hate to say
any ethnic group.
I hate to say it and talk about it. Like, let's say for no disrespect to nobody or anything though, but like people who have Section 8 or things like that, or like you know, Section 8 is used for a stepping stone. It should be. Correct. You know what I mean? But you have some people who would have it and be there forever and be stagnated, be afraid to
move out,
get a better job, a more paying job or something like that, because they're afraid they're going to lose their Section 8 or something of that sort. And things like that, like Section 8, a lot of different things keep people stagnated.
Cripples them, and they get stuck in that place as a comfort zone. I pay $100 for this rent, and I'm going to stay here for 30 years.
Yes, forever. Why am I going to let this go?
But the sad part is
I'd rather work my 15 hours instead of 36 hours a week.
I'm good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it'd be like,
but you can't knock them. You can't knock them because that's all they know. That's
what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm agreeing.
That's what I'm saying.
When you're afraid, guess what? It's the people that surround you as well that allows you to continue to remain in that cowardness. So it's something about if you think about 5 people that's in your life that you speak to every single day. You'll be able to see how they're influencing your life, whether you agree upon it or not. And actually, if you don't agree upon it, that's actually called cognitive dissonance. So that means you're being challenged on the way that you're believing in something, and because it ultimately says to you that you're thinking a certain way, that you're going to look a certain way to other people.
Right.
You're not going to want that. So you're going to want to reject it.
And do something
different. That's rejected information. And that's kind of like the cognitive dissonance of it. That just means that you're not going to want to say that this person that's part of your clique is a horrible influence on you, because it's still, at the end of the day, say that that person is part of you, or you accept that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's really tough it's really tough on knowing how, when you talk to different people, you're sharing your conscious state of mind, and they're also telling you how they feel about you as to how they talk to you or how they respond to you. Yeah. So when you have people that's not being supportive, or you have people that's being, I don't know, negative, if you don't have any cheerleaders on the side of you, guess what? You're going to start falling into that way of thinking that the other people are thinking too. It's that simple as that.
Big shout out to my friends Jamila and Lita. Them two right there, Jamila Langley, Lita Carney, my 2 friends forever. They inspire me so much in so many different ways.
Yeah,
and my
that's
best
right.
friends, they inspire me in so many different ways.
That's right.
Whether they know it or not.
That's why you need to have people like that.
I mean, we've been friends forever. We played in the mud together. We made mud pies. We played marbles.
So
we did just about everything. Eating each other bed. Not me. I ain't never eating bed. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, word, for real, like, you know, they inspire me in so many different ways. Like, and I'm almost certain things that I do inspires them also.
That's right. Absolutely.
That's all it is. Friends you want to have.
That's all it is. A circle of friendship. Yeah. Like the people that's around you.
So, you know, I'm always you guys cheerleaders. Yeah. Jamila, I read this comment that you posted a year ago where you told me I left you starving, my bald eyelashes, my bald eyelids.
That's
and I said there, no. Rabbit. Listen, so So I said to her, I always say, you know what I'm saying? If I'm stranded in Mexico, I don't care. I could be in Mexico. I could be in Alaska stranded. And I'll call Jamila. I'm stranded. I need you.
Good friend.
You know what I'm saying? She gonna come get me. I don't care. It might take her 3 weeks, whatever, however it go. She's there. She's coming to get me.
Salute.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's a character. And a lot of people
it might even if it take her, she might be like, give me a month. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna come get you. I'm sitting there. I'm gonna wait that month because I know Jamila coming. She coming.
Right.
I know that's right.
And that's crazy because a lot of people call friends that won't go to that level. Like, do you really know what a friend is?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
They use that term loosely.
Yeah.
But
they can't say that. They can't say this friend would do that. But they call them a friend.
That's right.
So what?
That's tough.
That is.
Yeah.
Do you have any going rabbit stories? But with you, Jamila and Letha?
Plenty of them. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Tell us one.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
We only need one.
We'll take one for you. We'll take one for you. You got one of yours.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
You got one for us.
I don't know.
You got P. Gabriel because it's so big.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know.
Anybody?
My friend Letha, she's so comical. I tell her all the time. She need to be a comedian. She don't even realize how funny she is.
You had a bad trip. You heard Rhonda said she got high with her father.
and I remember
Rhonda, that's funny.
Rhonda lived at the end, like when you first walked into the parking lot.
Yeah.
There on the right side.
Yeah.
I remember Rhonda. I don't know if you remember me, but I remember you. I remember everybody back there.
55 Division Street legend.
Yeah, I was from Valley Street, 472 Valley Street.
I can remember this. I'm gonna give y'all this one story that I think about. Me and Letha when we first started smoking. Well, not really when we first started smoking, but I say we were teenagers.
Still was rookies.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna go that fast. I'm not even gonna go back that fast.
Virgin
we were about 18, no, we were okay. I'm gonna take that and run with it. I'm gonna take that and run with it. But anyway, this story is always funny to me. Me, Letha, and Menina.
Menina Reynolds.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to
Menina Reynolds. Yep.
I see you.
We used to be sitting at Marlo house on Fridays. Every Friday.
Rest in peace, Marlo.
Yeah, rest in peace, Marlo. Love you, Marlo. Love you to death, Marlo.
Legend. We love you.
Every Friday, we'll get a keg, right? And we'll get a box of Phillies. Not a box, but like a case of Phillies. Like.
Wow.
We'll sit at Marlo house, right? We'll put the keg in the tub. You know what I'm saying? So it was this one day, me, Letha, and Menina, we sitting at the table. And we get high, we sit at the table, we passing the J around the table and everything. Letha, she just started bugging. Like, so she go like I guess she must have noticed that her hands were extremely big at that moment. So as she passed the J on, she was like, she feel like, this is my world. Like, you know, it's not even funny right now because y'all not even y'all had to be there.
I'm already
there. Like y'all had to be there. Like it was just so funny.
Her hands got big. She said her hands
was just like so huge. It was just so funny.
She was just looking at it.
Listen, and if it may not have even been funny, but to us because we were under the influence, anything was just so funny. So we just like sitting there cracking up, laughing. We were on the floor rolling around, all kinds of crazy stuff. Like
she had boxing. Her hands turned to boxing gloves.
Yes, I guess so. Cause she was like, "This is my world," and put everything to her. Like, it was just so funny. Yo, Letha is funny.
Yeah, Letha's sick.
Yeah,
funny.
I love it. You guys don't age. I swear you guys look the same.
I seen her the other day when we was out trapping with the Going Rabbit jars, and she was like, you did all right in life. Like you came a long way. She said, I think it was due to me walking you to school. And I wasn't going for that. I whooped Letha one time, y'all. Bama, you want your fair one? What up? I whooped her one time, and I don't stand on domestic, but we same age, a couple, 1 or 2 different. And just because Letha taller than me, she was always tall, so my aunt for some reason think that she's. I know how to walk to school. Auntie gonna pay her to walk me. I can get there. So I'm like, I'm fighting her on the way there and on the way back until she
on
said.
That strip.
Every
leave out the
fifth.
parking lot and walk down the hill to the right.
So until I had enough, I had to go. We had to go a couple rounds, some fake rounds.
So funny.
And she told, I'm this Clyde, man, I can't handle him. Yeah, ain't nobody can handle me. I'm going rabbit. I ain't going for none of that.
I love her. That's
Shout out to Letha.
That's right.
Love you, Letha.
OG Money V.
Going rabbit.
OG Money V.
Pudden, you
have an older brother?
Yes, she had older sisters too.
Yeah.
Her older sisters was older.
It's a bunch of legends. It's a few legends from there.
Quella is her niece.
Staircase. Oh yeah. Yes, I love me some Quella.
Yeah.
55 Division.
Shout out to Quella Gibbs.
Shout out to Quella.
Yeah, Quella Gibbs. I believe it is. Still
She might have got married.
She did get married, but I think she kept her name on Facebook as Gibbs. So shouts out to Quella Gibbs.
Wow, 55 Division.
Yeah.
That was me leaving from West Hills.
Yeah.
Coming over to visit everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I totally remember.
I used to love West Hills going on that side.
Wow.
And
West Hills over where Auntie
Wait,
lived,
right? So I taught you how to ride your bike. I probably did. And Bray here.
Who that?
Letha and Benita, my big sister. That's right, Rhonda. That's right. That's right, Rhonda.
So
we all taught each other something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a nice going rabbit story. Hearing Letha hands.
She said she remember you.
I totally remember Rhonda.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Letha hands turned into elephant's tusks. Boxing gloves.
Yes. I can't wait.
She probably had the sound effects going to how silly Letha is.
Right?
Check it out.
It was funny, yo. It was weird. And just imagine sitting across the table from, and we stoned, and we're like wow. It was just like so amazing, like at the moment.
Oh wow.
Funny. I love it.
Pudden, would you care to share a going rabbit story you have? One of recent? Would you like to share that one?
Baby, you extra.
Would you? You don't have to. There's no pressure. If not, we'll keep it moving. You want to hear about?
Okay, so the day before yesterday.
Damn. Shout out to my guy Jason Dennis. He like timestamps. He want to know when this happened.
Okay.
2 days ago, Jay Dennis.
That's so cute.
So the day before yesterday, I got up and I said I had to go to the post office. And I needed to send something back to North Carolina that was sent to me. Anyway, I got some edibles from one of his friends. And I just ate a piece of the nerd, like, it's like a nerd strip.
The real Cali ones, not the bullshit.
I had edibles that don't do nothing for me. So I ain't thinking they gonna do nothing for me, like, you know. And I forgot that I took the edible. Okay. So I leave home. And I said, I'm going to the grocery store. Then I'm going to the post office.
Totally forgot that it was in your system.
I didn't know what was wrong with me.
Okay.
I said, something is wrong with me. I'm scared I'm going to... My mind, like, I can't explain how, but my mind was saying so many different things.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I'm in the store going in slow motion. I got 2 things out of Stop and Shop. And I was in there for an hour.
Oh,
a whole hour.
Yeah, you
so
were like,
I was like, and I didn't still remember that I took the edible.
Yeah.
So I get in the car, like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And then I was like, oh, I ate some of that candy. Wow. So I was like, okay, so figure this out. How am I going to get home? And I come home, and I go down my street.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where the hell I'm at?
Oh, my God.
And then I go in a whole circle and come back. I ain't going to no post office today. So I said, let me call her and just tell her something happened. I didn't go. Somebody wanted to buy these bangles. So I just hold them till tomorrow.
You held it. Oh, my God. She was like, I'm not even going to put myself in that situation.
Yeah. That was bad. That was just one episode. Like, I come in the house, I don't remember that I was in the living room. I don't remember that I put my keys in there. I was like, don't come in here. Act like I'm sick.
Happens, yo.
I said, I'm going to act like I'm sick to him, and I'm going to bed.
That's so cute.
I was like, done.
That's so
funny. I had an episode from my brother Pop. He gave me these edible once before, and I was like, you know, it ain't do nothing to me or anything. And so I'm sitting there reading the thing, and it says, it may take up to 2 hours before it works.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it ain't working. But before I read it, I'm like saying to myself, it ain't working. So I'm keep finding myself just keep eating them and eating them and eating them. And not just only eating them, not only was I just eating them, but at the same time, this is me eating them and smoking. When I get in the house, like, and it's time to go to bed, my heart going crazy. I'm like, my mind say, dial 911. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm saying it, but I'm not even saying it. You know, I'm stuck. Like, I was stuck. Like, I couldn't believe, like, I did not have the energy for how fast my heart was racing. It was so weird. Like, I was like, that's it. I ain't messing with them edibles no more.
It took me a minute after I ate that cookie from Auntie. It took me a minute to even eat an edible again. Because I was like, this man gonna find me on this couch. Oh, no. And I was like, I was in the air like, I don't know what I'm waving at. And then he finally came home. I felt a relief. But I still was like, he come in here and say, baby, you sleeping on the couch? I said, I'm coming. It was horrible.
That's so scary.
It took me a minute.
I felt like I was going, Elizabeth, I'm coming. That's how I felt like. I swear, I'm telling you.
You was going the hardest.
It was weird. Like, to myself, I'm like, I'm yelling out, dial 911.
Yeah.
Dial 911.
But ain't nothing coming out.
Nothing coming out, but like, I'm like, oh my God.
And he knows when I have had an edible. When I was like, baby, I ate an edible. He's like, I know.
Shout out Sherelle Tucker. She's in attendance. What up? What up?
Like, so those edibles is very, like, I prefer to just not have nothing to do. Nothing to do. Like, he can probably take it and be whatever.
Yeah.
Me, I'm down.
It's a different,
That's it. It's over. Now go ahead. This is your, you know how they take pills for night to help you rest? That's an edible for me.
I don't know if I'm impressed though.
Right. But my mind started going like crazy.
Yeah, it's like,
and I'm like, I'm gonna make myself go, I ain't gonna think.
Because to yourself, you're saying, I'm gonna relax.
Yeah.
But it just might kick in right then and there. Because sometimes it take like 2 hours, but you forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? You forget. You be like,
and you can be having a crazy day to the point, I'm going to eat meal edible so I can relax. And you think that's what's going to happen. But it starts here. Yeah. Everything else relax, but the mind go crazy.
Going crazy.
It goes crazy.
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it is. Like, ooh. And it doesn't affect everybody.
And I was like saying to myself too, I was like, I forgot I ate them edibles. And not only did I eat the edible, I ate doggone near the whole bag. The whole bag.
Snuck up on you.
That was like Bad Boys when Martin took the E-pill by accident.
Yeah. Welcome to the woo.
Yeah.
I said, nah, I'm good on them.
I'm actually scared of now. That was really that first time. Give me what Dwayne brings. Ain't nothing like what Dwayne brings. Those are the right ones, but I never get out of bed.
That's too funny.
I just lay here. He cleaned up for a whole 2 weeks. He don't clean up.
All cat.
He cleaned up for 2 weeks straight because I wouldn't move.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I thought you were saying I took one and cleaned it. Yeah.
No.
All right. Yeah.
No, you cleaned up for me for 2 weeks. I couldn't move. It was too funny.
Well,
you laid around for 2 weeks.
We got 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes, y'all. We closing this thing out. It's getting late. I was behind time. I know y'all wanted to keep going. I wanted to keep going too. But this won't be the last time y'all seeing them. Y'all want to call in 203-896-7422. I know you want one of these shirts. They're for free if you call up right now. I got 2 to give away. We got 2 to give away, and if outside of that, you're going to have to catch me in traffic, or you're going to go to the G-Gate store on August 1st on Dixwell Ave. I don't want to give out the location because I might send you to... I don't got nothing this time. But yeah, I fucked numbers up. OG Money B. But what's up? Call in, y'all. Say what's up. If y'all don't want no t-shirt, that's fine with me. I love the $15 that come my way. Autumn Victoria Ashley, I still got your shirt. It's still here on the table. I did not give it away. I did not sell it. I love you, sis. I'm just going rabbit. I keep forgetting to grab it and hold it with me. But what's going on, y'all? Any
Ask anything. Ask
anything. 203-896-7422.
This is so
Hey, yo, you
cool.
rocking with your boy Comey Things. You are now tuned in to the Gone Rabbit podcast, the hottest podcast in CT. I'm rocking with my OG, my big brother, Money V, FB the Click. You know what it is.
That's a fact. Shout out to my guy Chrome.
Yeah, don't just watch. Ask a question. It's something about, I even do it too when I'm watching a live and I'm like, all right, this is cool, but I don't know how I want to ask a question. Go ahead, just shoot anything out there. It's all good. You can ask. We're not judging you. It doesn't matter. It could be something that seems really simple to you, but to us, it was really pertinent. It was something that was of extreme value of some sort. So go ahead, just ask us anything you want. Whatever's clever. We're just hanging around and having a good time.
Yeah.
And you're part of the conversation.
Exactly.
Right?
But if I owe you some money, don't call me.
Don't rabbit.
That was smart.
Don't hit the line. Don't be up there, Apryl. You remember when?
You got that money?
You been hit. That's my favorite line. You been hit.
Oh my gosh, this is cool. Thanks, Monez.
You already know it. Cool. Going Rabbit Podcast. This is episode 9, y'all. Episode 9. The Hope Takeover, Hope Doll House, y'all. She told y'all we got 7 more minutes. You won't call in. You probably can't get a catch her in traffic. You might not be in the spot she be at. You know what I mean? Might not even be in the same state she's at. So if you want to hear from her, do it now. And the same thing with my cousin to the left of me or to the left of her, Apryl Harris. I mean, she's remaining her stance on social distancing. So the little late night spots, the little shindigs, you might not get it there. So if you want to call her up and she don't watch y'all on FaceTime, that's something out. Would you like to tell the people what you do when you're on FaceTime with them? I'm gonna tell her. She don't watch y'all. She watch herself in the corner screen. That's sick nigga shit. Yeah, that is.
All that I know is if you call in right now, it was meant to be. That's all that I know. So whether you were calling with a silly question or calling because you really have something that's been weighing on your mind and you think we're going to solve something for you, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Whatever you decide to ask is all good. And if you don't ask, it's still all good because we still love you and it's all good. So, yeah. All good. All good. That's the thing. All good. No.
You already know. Going Rabbit Podcast, episode 9, the takeover. I appreciate each and every one of y'all who shared this. I really do. I appreciate. I'm gonna get a share package together. I got a few new updates and announcements I want to give out, but it's a little too soon right now. I gotta wait for this time. But I'm gonna do something special for my sharers, people who come in here and share. That's how we gonna get this thing jumping. I got something special for my sharers. So everybody, stay tuned for the next episode. This is Going Rabbit episode 9. 10 is on the way. Next week we have DJ Bink B coming down, Flavorling. He's coming off of an epic win, his first beat battle. Go check it if you ain't seen it. And if you're wondering who this is in the background, this is Gooch. 3 C's, G-U-C-C-C, Bite No Bark. I might be fucking the title up, but this is my guy. Check this out. Go stream it. What up? Fuck with us. Hey, hey.
No bite, all bark, no bite. Got a muscle for these bitches, throw that bitches on sight. Niggas flying like a grab, got the coordinates for the ass. Shot his whip for shattered glass, stone cold interest on his ass. Tats his ass like upper class, bull like Santa do the dash. So his name was Barry Gallen, how that nigga life flash. Apologies for the ruined endeavors, business over the pleasure, stock on the glizzy. I'm such an investor, big dog like Clifford, wanna do the yoga. That means to be stressors, but your ass with a stressor, free to lay seller. I ruffle them feathers, give Vanessa, Had to get up out that jam. I'm from a place where you fucked if the Glocky jams. Spiteful niggas got vendettas like they on Def Jam. Niggas blasting shit like baby girl, this is my jam. I was 10 toes fucking down, I ain't never ran. I ain't no bitch, I ain't no hoe, I stand where I stand. I double down on that bitch, I said what I said. And watch these bitches get these shots, put it on the tab. All bark, no bite, all bark, no bite. Got a muscle for these bitches, so tonight it's on sight. All bark, no bite, all bark. Got a muscle for these bitches.
that's really true. Like
every time, he ain't missed yet.
It's so many people that's all bark, no bite. Yeah, and that's so true.
Yeah. That was nice. How we do this?
Yeah, that was fire.
Go the other way. Yeah,
this way.
Peace, y'all. Peace. We out of here. Appreciate everybody. Everybody who shared. Salute. We gonna give a round of applause for everybody who attended and showed up. That's for y'all. Going Rabbit Podcast episode 9. I appreciate Apryl Harris and Hope coming in and dropping a whole bunch of jewelry on the table. Stay tuned next week. We got Flavor Leak, Big B coming down this motherfucker.
Flavor Leak, Big B.
And Mr. No Chill's gonna follow him the 31st, and he's gonna close the month out. We got a lot of guests in August. We doubling up. We doing Wednesday and Friday out. It's spectacular. Fuck with me. Promise. I promise as promised. Peace.